Hello everyone, welcome back again to Selenium WebDriver version 4 with Java session 18. In today's session, I will discuss about the importance of JavaScript Executor Interface in Selenium WebDriver version 4 with Java. So JavaScript Executor is an interface in Selenium WebDriver which enables the execution of JavaScript code directly within the browser context managed by Selenium WebDriver. This is particularly useful in scenario where standard Selenium command might not be sufficient or efficient for interacting with the web elements or performing certain browser actions. So sometimes whenever you are creating the object or instance with the help of Selenium WebDriver interface, that particular object and you can use it and you can call different methods, but sometimes those methods will not efficient enough to handle certain operation. So for those particular scenario we can give a try to use JavaScript executor interface in Selenium to deal with this kind of operations. So JavaScript executor interface primarily provides two important methods for executing JavaScript. One is execute script, one is execute asynchronous script. So execute script method executes synchronous JavaScript code. The script argument is the JavaScript code to be executed and the argument can be used to pass argument to the script. Whereas execute asynchronous script method execute asynchronous JavaScript code. Unlike execute script executed with this method must explicitly signal their completion by invoking a provided callback functions. What are the important primary usage? We can deal with the JavaScript executor. We can do the scrolling. We can scroll up or down to some pixel. We can go to the bottom of the page, or we can scroll to a particular element and we can interact with the element. So performing various scrolling actions like scrolling to elements, scrolling to the bottom of the page, scrolling to some pixel, we can perform with the help of JavaScript executor. Handling hidden element, so interacting with elements that are not directly visible or clickable using standard Selenium method, those can be also handled with the help of JavaScript executor. Triggering event, manually triggering JavaScript event like click, change, focus. These are the important operation we can do with the help of JavaScript executor. Alert handling. Sometime in case we want to manage JavaScript alert prompt or confirmation, we can deal with the help of the JavaScript executor interface. Retrieving information, extracting information from the DOM or document object model that might not be easily accessible through Selenium element properties, we can still deal with the help of the JavaScript executor in Selenium. Now first see what is the way we can scroll down or scroll up a web page using JavaScript executor. So sometimes scroll bar will be there in the page. Sometime by default whenever page is loading, right, we will not able to see the full page. So sometime from the left to right, right to left, top to bottom, bottom to top, we need to scroll the page. There might be scroll bar available. So scroll bar allows user to move around the screen in horizontal or vertical direction if the current page scroll does not fit the visible area of the screen. It is used to move the window up and down. To scroll using Selenium, user can use JavaScript executor interface which help to execute JavaScript methods through Selenium WebDriver. So in case user want to just scroll by particular pixels, we can do it. So user can scroll down a page by using window.scrollby method. So where what we can do first, we need to create the object or instance for the JavaScript executor. As it is the interface, we cannot directly create the object or instance. We need to typecast the driver object instance. After that, with the help of that JavaScript executor instance, we can call the execute method, and where we can pass the argument called window.scrollby and the x-axis value and y-axis value. X-axis value means it will be horizontally we can move the scroll bar. Positive value means left to right, negative value means right to left, whereas y-axis positive value means we can vertically down the scroll bar using some pixel, and negative means we can vertically up, means bottom to top we can also move the scroll bar. Now let's see the implementation. So this is the web page ready. Register page. You could see whenever by default the page will be opening. it is all the element is not fitted in the current right view. You need to sometimes scroll down a page, but here a horizontal scroll bar is not available. Sometimes few page might be horizontal scroll bar available. You need to right or left your scroll bar as well, but here we can just move up or move down the scroll bar because only vertical scroll bar is available. Now see first how we can just scroll up or down the page by couple of pixels. So this is the new class I've created, JavaScript Executor Interface, where I created an object or instance for the WebDriver interface, maximizing the driver object and trying to pass the URL for the ready register page URL. Now what we'll do first, I will create an object or instance for the JavaScript executor. If you do not type the full thing, you can type something called JavaScript and you can press Control space bar. So you could see this is the thing is coming because we need to call that JavaScript executor interface, which will be coming from the word open Selenium packages. I can create an object or instance called JSC equal to I need to typecast the driver because it is interface. You cannot create the object or instance directly, so you can just typecast the driver object. Now it is done. Object created for the JavaScript executor interface. Now you can just take that object and you can call the execute script method. Execute script method. This execute an asynchronous. This one execute script, right? Execute script. Yes. Call a script by the script key here, but you can use this one. Execute JavaScript in the context of the currently selected frame or window. The script fragment provides will be executed as the body of an asynchronous function. So we'll call that method, and here what we will do, we will try to pass this method right information. Okay, window.scroll by, and I can keep that one. Okay, for vertically down the page. So what we can do, we can just give here window.scroll by within the double quote window.scroll by, and we can give the bracket, and here there is no scroll bar available horizontally, so we can give that x-axis as 0, and we can give y-axis as maybe 100 pixel, and we can end with the bracket, and we can end the double quote session, and we can end with the semicolon. Now if you write execute the code, what will happen, it will open the page after maximizing the browser. It will load the page, right, and it will just vertically down the page by 100 pixel, but particularly down the scroll bar. You could see scroll bar is down by 100 pixel. If you want to go 200 pixel, 300 pixel, you can do it, but in case you are giving some value which is not within the range, it will throw the error. Let's give something called say 800. So definitely it will not be within the range, right? Might be 300 to 400 pixel, you can do it. So that is the way you need to understand what is the pixel movement we can do vertically horizontally. It is working. Okay, we have given, but sometime it might throw the error in case it is not possible, that scroll bar movement is not possible. So here we can give 100 pixels. It is nothing but what it will do, it will just scroll vertically down by 100 pixel. Okay, now next thing is that I do not want to scroll down the page by some pixel. Instead of that, I want to directly go to the bottom of the page, so what you can do, you can try to call the method called scroll to method. So users can scroll the web page till end or bottom of the page by using window.scroll to method. So here you need to give window.scroll to, you need to give 0 comma document.body.scroll height. So what we'll be doing, window.scroll to, and we can give 0 here, and here you need to give that argument, right? Document.body dot scroll height. Otherwise, rest of the stuff will same. Here with this command, we can scroll down the page to the bottom. to the end. Okay, scroll down the page to the end or bottom of the page, we can do it. So with this method we can just scroll the web page till end or bottom of the page we can go. Now let's try to execute it. Here it will be scroll by. Okay, window dot scroll by here. Sorry, window dot scroll to, not by. It will be scroll to method. Okay, window dot scroll to 0, comma, document dot body dot scroll height. We need to close that bracket, close that double quote, and in another bracket and end with colon. Let's see. It is going to the bottom of the page without any pixels. It is simply going to the bottom of the page. So that is the second approach we can take it, to go to the directly bottom of the page. But sometimes these two approaches might not be helpful, right, to deal with certain element. Suppose sometime I do not want to go some pixel, even I will not able to understand how many pixel movement is required, or sometime bottom of the page might not work because maybe the element is in the middle of the page which is not visible in the whenever I am dealing this two kind of scrolling. So last important option is very useful, that you can directly scroll to the element wherever element is visible. After that you can just do the operation based on the element type. In case a link, you can click it. In case it is an edit box, you can just enter some value like that. So users can scroll down to a particular element by using window.scroll into view method. So what we will be doing, suppose say in this particular web page I want to scroll down something and I want to click on that term and condition link, right? This one I want to do it. Okay, so I want to visible that area, visible that particular that option first, this particular link I want to make it visible, and after that I can do the operations accordingly based on the element type. So what I can do, I can try to create a web element here, say web element, and what is the link I want to click, term and condition, T and C link. This is the variable I am giving, equal to driver dot find element. It is a link or hyperlink. I can try to identify the element with the help of the XPath or maybe link text. Also, I can do it. Okay, what is the link text? This is the part I can give directly here within the double quote. Now I have identified the element, so I need to import the web element. Okay, web element, I need to give T and C because ampersand will not work here whenever you are creating the object, for instance, for the web element. Now what is the thing you need to do? You need to just call JS object JavaScript executor object dot execute skip. So what we will do, JSC dot execute skip method, and here what you need to pass, you need to pass argument 0 dot scroll into view. Here within the double quote, because you want to deal with the single element, argument only 0 index, only one element, dot scroll into view dot exactly. Okay, and end with double quote. After that this is the method, and here you need to give the web element reference. That's all, end with quote, you see. And now we are just already moving to the element, right? We are scrolling down so that element will be visible. After that we can do the operation. So that is the way. In case sometime element is not visible with the default window view, so we can just do the scrolling, right, left, right, or like top to button like that. You can just directly go to the element, so the element will be visible in the view. After that we can do the operations accordingly with the help of the JavaScript executor interface. So what we can do, we can just click here, run, we can try to run the code. You can see it will go to that page. Okay, okay, it is not working, some problem here. Okay, open QA, argument not defined. Okay, argument whatever we are doing, it's not correct. What we need to do, JavaScript execute script arguments. Okay, here you need to give S. arguments and 0 dot scroll into view, and here you need to give it. Okay, I think it should run now. So exactly you need to use the same syntax. Okay, because this is the kind of fixed syntax we could see. Okay, now, okay, so what we need to do might be sometime right scrolling is not happening, might be properly. So what we can do, we can just give some thread timeout, sorry, waiting time, so that operation should be successful. Dot sleep, maybe 2 seconds we can give it, and also before during clicking also you can give for 2 seconds. Okay, let's see whether driver dot find element by dot link text element 90% perfectly fine. Okay, driver dot find element by dot link text, that will be fine. Term and conditions. Okay, then JavaScript execute skip method, we are giving argument 0 dot scroll 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 into view exactly, and this one within the double quote term and condition link. It should work now. Let's see. Yeah, it is working. So sometime we need to, you could see term and condition link also getting clicked. So sometime you need to give some wait time, some otherwise right it will be too fast and it is not able to right recognize the operation. So this is the another step you can give a try. Okay, to deal with this scrolling part. So what are the primary couple of stuff you can do for scrolling using JavaScript executor? You can scroll right up or down or left or right to some pixel with the help of that scroll by method, where you can give the x and y axis pixels. X axis will be horizontally left to right or right to left, or y axis is vertically like top to bottom and bottom to top like that. And in case you want to go to the bottom of the page directly, you can use the method called window.scroll to. And in case you want to just scroll down to a particular element, you call that window.scroll into view. So here you need to call that object JavaScript executor script within the double quote arguments 0 scroll into view, and you can give the element reference whatever you want to deal with that. Next one, we'll see how with the help of the JavaScript executor, we can get the title, URL or the domain name of the page. Okay, so you already seen there's in the driver, there's a method called get the URL or get current URL or get title, this kind of method already available. But in case you are using the JavaScript, still we can get the title, URL or the domain of the page also. So let's comment it out this part. So what you can do with the help of the JavaScript executor dot executes script, what you can do, you can try to give something called return document dot title to return of the title. Okay, here you can give something called return page document dot title in with double quote, and here you need to give the colon. Okay, same syntax, return space document dot title colon, and if you call dots to string. You could see return type is string coming from the object, and you can store in some string current page title, and you can print it out now. Okay. Now similarly, you can try to get the current URL and the domain. Okay, what you can do, you can get current page URL. Okay, here you need to call the method called URL, return document.url, otherwise rest of the string will be still same. Okay, and then last one we can get something called domain. Okay, here we can give current page domain. Let's change the variable, and I can change it also here, and I can change it page domain, and here you need to change it to return document.domain, otherwise rest of the stuff will be still same. Now let's try to execute the code and let's see whether in the output domain current title and the current URL also printing out or not accordingly. You could see page title. What is the page title? Redeem mail free unlimited storage, right? Redeem mail free unlimited storage. You could see this is the title is printed out correctly. What is the current URL? https registered.reddit.com registered slash registered.php form name user underscore detail, right? That is also getting printed out. And what is the domain? So this is the main domain, right? registered.reddit.com. So domain is also printing out. So with the help of the JavaScript executor, right, we can still try we can retrieve the title, URL, and domain of the current web page. Now we'll see how we can deal with some edit box with the help of JavaScript executor. So say let's comment out this part code. Okay, we already created the object or instance for the JavaScript executor. Now say what we can do. There is a options available, right? Called mobile number. You can try to enter some value. This is the text field, or maybe other field also you can give a try. So that's fine. Let's try to give a value in that particular field. Okay, so you could see there is a ID there, mobile number. So I can try to identify that one with the help of the ID. Okay, then we can do the operation. So I can just try to identify it with the help of this ID mobile number. I can create a web element txt mobile number equal to driver dot find element by dot what is the reference ID mobile number by dot ID mobile number. Now what I can do, we can try to enter some value here. So JavaScript execute script argument 0 dot value, and you can just give the reference number. So what you can do, you can just use this one, similar kind of stuff. Okay, here we can need to change it argument 0. Yes, this one. Let's call it. Okay, JavaScript executor object dot execute script, and where you need to call argument 0 dot dot value and equal to sign. What is the value? I can give some 10-digit mobile number with a single quote. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can give something called continuous 2. And here you need to give the reference number here. So that is the way it will enter the value in the mobile number field. After that, if you want to print that value also, so what you can do, you can again call that method javascript dot execute script, and here you can give return argument 0 dot value, return argument 0 dot value, value within the double quote and the variable name. Here it will be double quote within the double quote, and this is the variable name. Now here it will be giving you some text, so you can convert it some text here. You can just convert it to text string, and you can store in some string variable, say text, and end with that, and now you can print out the text. Now let's see whether it's working or not. So it will open the page, it will enter the value in the mobile number field, a 10-digit number, and it will also print it out there. Okay, it's not working, looks like some problem here, invalid or unexpected token. Okay, let's see what's the problem happening here. So we are identifying the element with the help of that with the help of this object reference. Okay, here id equal to mobile number is there, so we are trying to getting the web element driver dot find element by dot id, that is fine. Now what we'll do, we'll be calling javascript executor dot execute script argument 0, okay, dot value equal to, okay, here you need to give another first quote, okay, single quote, and now it should work. And whenever we are trying to get the string, so javascript executor dot execute script within the double quote return argument 0 dot value, okay, and this whole variable, and we are changing it to string, okay, and trying to print the string. Let's see. Yes, you could see value got entered, right? So what you can do, if you want to just scroll, you could see that also output also coming. So what you can do, you can just directly go to the element, right? Because element is not visible right now, so you can just directly to go to the element, scroll down the page, okay, before entering some value. What we can do, we can just scroll into that element. After that we can enter the value. Okay, so that is the also stuff we can do. So that is the reason JavaScript is very useful, especially for scrolling to the element directly. After that, identifying it, after that interacting, right, entering the value or printing the value in the console. So now you could see the element will be visible first. After that, it will enter the value, and then you can get that value also as a output. Okay, so after identifying the element, we can just hold for 2 seconds, so that you could see that out in like that value is being entered perfectly, okay, and that value also getting printed out in the console. Now what we can do, we can other important operation, we can do highlight an element using javascript executor. User can highlight the element using javascript executor. First, user have to find the element uniquely, then style dot background color changes the background of the element to custom color, right? If you just want to change the color, you can just call this method here, right? Okay, you can identify the element, or there is another option that directly you can identify the element with the help of that get element by id name expert, like that you can give the value and you can change the color like that. But here, apart from the color change, right, if you want to give some border, you can also do it. So let's copy this code, because in case sometime we are writing, right, we can have some mistake. Okay, so what we'll be doing, we'll just simply copy that code, okay, after this value. After entering the value, I want to highlight it. Okay, so javascript is object dot execute script, okay, then argument 0, set attribute style background, you can set it to orange or maybe green, I can change it to green. So any color, suitable color exactly need. If you want to give it 4 pixels, solid yellow, right? And you can change that variable name here. Now let's run the code and let's see what's happening here. So it will be highlighting the element in the green color, and border will be there with some color. Okay, you could see element is giving highlight in the green color, and there's a border happening, like it's also doing creating a border which is 4 pixel solid fill and yellow. Now if you want to give it red and the color, you can change it to maybe orange. Okay, this is also possible. You could see this is also done. Now if you just change it accordingly, you can also do it. So it will identify the element first, it will enter the value. Now you could see the color, inside the color it is having orange, and in the outside there is a solid line is being drawn, border, and color is getting changed to red. So that is the way you can highlight the element using JavaScript executor. You can set the background color, you can have some border, and you can make it solid fill, or you can give some pixels, and you can also give the border color as well. So JavaScript executor also help user to highlight the element, and with some background and some border as well, with some pixel, some pixel solid or dotted line, and also with the color. Now what are the other important options we can deal with that? You already seen there is two important methods available called divert.get or divert.navigate to navigate.to, right, from navigate from one page to another page. And in case you want to refresh a page, you can use divert.navigate.refresh. But here JavaScript executor, using JavaScript executor also, we can navigate to a new page, or you can refresh the old page as well. In case all the element is not loaded fully, we can do it. So users generally use a divert.get and divert.navigate to method primarily present in Selenium WebDriver to open a web page. But user can use the window.location method present in the JavaScript executor to open a new page. Okay. And if you want to just refresh the page or reload the page again, you can use location.reload. So what we can do now here, we can close it and we can wait for 2 seconds. We can try to navigate to a new page, say this one. Okay, here we need to do window.location within the double quote, window.location equal to the value we need to give it. What is the new URL? Say I want to just navigate to one more new URL. Okay, so this is the Google page I want to navigate to. So this is the URL I can give it. See the syntax, with the single quote you need to give it again. I need to end single quote, L double quote, and just do it. So it will be loading that Google page. Now if you want to refresh the page, in case sometime all the thing is not getting loaded properly, so what you can do again, you can just take this one. Okay, JavaScript execute script, here it will be within the double quote location dot reload method, and need to end the bracket, end with colon. It will refresh the page after loading the page, and after wait 2 seconds, I will try to reload the page. So that is the way, with the help of the JavaScript executor interface, you can navigate to a new page. Apart from that, you can try to refresh the page as well. You can enter the value, it will highlight the color. Now it will go to the new page, which is the Google page. Wait for 2 seconds, it will try to refresh the page again. So all my code is perfectly working fine. Okay, and last important stuff, we'll be discussing it here. Whatever we can do with the JavaScript executor called handling alert window using JavaScript executor. So what we can do, we can try to create our customer alert, right? So JavaScript executor can generate and handle alert dialogues, which can help user notification and browser interaction. So with the help of the JavaScript executor, we can try to create a alert. So we can give 2 second time here, and we can call that same way JavaScript executor execute script. And what we can do, we can try to create a alert within the double quote. We can give something called alert, and here we can give again bracket, Say within single code I want to create a alert called new or maybe this is a new JavaScript alert. Okay, and we need to end with bracket here. We need to end with colon, and here we need to end with bracket. We need to end with colon. Think that will be fine. Here you need to give that double quote. Look like, and here you also need to give the double quote. Okay, now alert will be coming. It will be creating that custom alert. It is entering the value, highlighting it color, going to the new page Google, refreshing the new page Google. After waiting for 2 seconds, it will throw the alert, custom alert. You could see this is a new JavaScript alert that is being printed out, whatever I want to create, right? This is a new JavaScript alert. Now alert is coming, so we can accept the alert, dismiss the alert, whatever we can do. So what we can do, we can try to accept the alert here. We can wait for 2 seconds. Again, what we can do, we can accept the alert. So driver dot switch to dot alert, we can accept or dismiss, so we can call either accept or dismiss method. Again, we can wait for 2 seconds. After that, we can we can, if we require, we can close the browser. So no require in case we are not closing the browser, that's fine. So let's format it now. So alert will be displayed and alert will be accepted, right? Or dismiss you can call it, because here only OK button is there. That means if you click accept or dismiss, it will be handled. You can get the text of the alert as well in the console. Alert will be displayed and it will be accepted. Okay, so my code is perfectly working fine. Now if you want to get the alert, okay, so you can use driver.switch2.alert dot get text. Definitely need to give it before you are handling the alert, right? You can dismiss also if required. We already accepted it, let's dismiss it. That is also possible, and you can also print that alert text in the console. Now it will give you the alert, it will be dismissed, and alert text also will be printed out in the console. You could see this is a new JavaScript alert, whatever you can, that is also printed out in the console. So these are the very key operations we can user can do with the help of the JavaScript executor. So first, what you need to do, you need to create an object or instance for the JavaScript interface. As the interface, you cannot directly create the object or instance. You need to take the help from the WebDriver object reference. After that, you can create the object. With the help of the object, there is two important methods available: execute skip and execute asynchronous skip. But here we'll be dealing with the execute skip method. We can try to scroll down the page, right, or scroll up or scrolling to an element. We can do it. We can handling hidden element, right, whatever is not possible with the normal Selenium WebDriver to click it or do the actions accordingly. We can do it. We can some triggering some event, normal click, change focus. We can handle the alert. We can enter some value. We can select some value from the drop down as well. That part I already covered in the previous videos. And right, these are the important operations we can primarily do. Right, we can do scroll up, scroll down, right, scroll to the bottom of the page, or scrolling to element, or we can get the title, URL, or the domain of the page. We can handle some edit field. We can enter some value. We can also print that whatever, we can store that whatever value entered. Also we can print it out in the consoles. We can highlight an element. During highlighting the element, we can set up the background color. We can try to give some border. We can also create some solid line with some color. We can also navigate to a page. If required, we can refresh the page. We can customize. We can create a custom alert, and also if required, right, we can also like accept the alert, get the text, or dismiss the alert as well. So these are the important stuff primarily we can do with the help of the JavaScript executor. So that's all from today's session, guys. Thank you.